Let's talk about the black biopics, man. We had some legendary ones, man.
I don't know if we've reached that point yet. Bob Marley's coming next year.
That is.
Michael Jackson's coming next year.
I don't know if I don't know.
His nephew is going to be playing him. Looks like him. I'm watching all the background footage. I think we got to reserve judgment real quick.
Okay.
As far as the best thus far,
best to date.
You've got Malcolm X. You've got Tina Turner. Like, there's been Selma. There's been a lot. There's been a lot of good. There's been a lot of bad. Like Finesse playing Michael Jackson. So I don't think we've seen it yet. I think we've seen the bar. We've seen them set the bar, so I want to see what they're going to do. I'm really interested in One Love. I can't wait till this Bob Marley one.
You know, I hope that they do that justice, because, you know, a lot of movies we got played by the trailers. You see what y'all did us wrong on All Eyes on Me. Y'all did us wrong on that, man.
You knew.
No,
you had to have known.
No, I didn't.
You can tell by the trailer, like, oh,
I was sold on the trailer.
Okay, here's what we could say. Rap biopics are trash.
Shara Compton was immaculate.
Yeah. That was absolutely immaculate. Biggie's was trash.
You thought Biggie's
Pac
was trash? No, I like Notorious.
Come on.
Notorious was good. It wasn't straight out of Compton, but I felt like...
How many times have you seen it?
A lot.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched that movie. I skipped athletics last period to go get tickets from Live Oak.
That's high school, right?
To go see. No, because that's how important those movies are to me. I had to go. I didn't do that with no other movie.
When's the last time you watched it as an adult?
Probably like a month or two ago.
Same.
I still watched it. I still feel the same about the movie.
Okay.
You can't. Okay, so we take the ones that we've seen. What do you think are in the top 5?
Tina Turner, Malcolm X, Selma. I don't know where you put Ali. I don't know where you put Hurricane, but if you've read Reuben Hurricane Carter's book, it was a great biopic. So the heavy hitters are always there.
I feel like I like Ali, but it's a good movie. No, I'm not taking it.
No, I'm an Ali fanatic, so
I think
I'm up and down with it.
I think a movie like that.
Oh, Ray, excuse me. Please let me not disrespect Ray like that. Let me not. But I think what saved Ali was Jamie Foxx. Because if you know who Boondini Brown is, Jamie Foxx was amazing.
He did good in there.
I think he saved. Yeah.
I feel like when we talk about Ali, a movie like that has to be a series, because it didn't feel rushed, but it was kind of like I didn't really get enough out of that film for Ali's life at that time when I seen it.
I feel like an issue is sometimes for certain stories we need our own personal voices. It's like Denzel was saying, they asked him, I forget what film it was, why did they have to have a black director? Couldn't anybody do a great job? And he was like, yeah, everybody can do a great job, but certain things are cultural. He said, we know what it smells like on Sunday morning when your mom is doing the hot comb on your sister. That's just cultural. So I think Michael Mann did as good of a job that he could have done with it. But if placed in the hands of somebody like Spike, it'd have been different.
It was good, but you know, I'm gonna have to put Ray in there.
For sure.
What's Love got to do? I still hate Lawrence Fishburne to this day for that. For that.
If they make you hate them, it's like Danny Glover couldn't work for like 5 years after Color Purple, because people thought that's who he actually was. Like, God damn, that was a great portrayal.
I'm gonna have to put Straight Outta Compton in there.
Okay.
I felt like
I watched that the other day and I loved it.
Like you said, hip hop biopics does have a certain reputation, and you know, they don't live up to. But I feel like with Straight Outta Compton, even though it was biasness in there, I don't like how they did Easy in there. You know, it was a lot of, but it's a movie, so you got to make it.
Straight Outta Compton, you could feel the love in it.
Yeah.
You could feel the people who were there and involved in it. You could feel their hands all over it. I think that the Easy situation was true to it. I lived in a time, and I remember Easy. I think that they did him justice.
I mean, certain like him as far as like there were stories of him. They showed him downgrading houses. A lot of people around him said that didn't happen. I get it's for the movie, you make entertainment. As far as him getting jumped by Suge Knight,
That was true.
yeah,
No, that was absolutely true.
they didn't do him like that in the movie. He did get tricked into going into the room with them, but it wasn't. But I get it's a movie. I say
Even he admitted.
he to certain.
He admitted.
They didn't rough him up like they made it seem like he got beat down.
The only bad part about, in my personal opinion, the only bad part about Straight Outta Compton was the betrayal of Suge.
You didn't like
It was
Suge?
light. It was light. Cause Suge was even in the later days. I think that a lot of people don't like to talk about in the industry. Let's take the mid 2000s. When they had award shows, Suge and his people were out there, and rappers knew to line up and give up. Like it was Straight Outta Compton was light.
I think they did. I think they did what they were supposed to do for Suge and Straight Outta Compton, because him and Dre have issues, so
Yeah,
he's gonna be he's supposed to look like the villain. In All Eyes,
And he did, but it was light.
in All Eyes on Me, you saw a different side. You saw the gangster side, but you also saw the business side of Suge in there. So I feel like for Straight Outta Compton, you need that evil. I'm gonna.
There are certain situations to whereas with those characters still being around, you got to watch it, right?
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, if you take all the greatness of Malcolm X, there's somebody that's blaringly not involved in that picture. They don't make no mention of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan because they didn't want no problems. And he even gave Denzel and Spike Lee a warning, like, tread lightly, because he said, my hands can only go so far.
Yeah.
Before there's some problems. They knew not to do that, so they never portrayed him at all. His presence is not in the film at all, which he was there. He was like number 3 guy, but they didn't portray him, so sometimes there's limits to what you can do because you don't want no problems.
Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Selma, because they did that movie, man.
Let me tell you, dude, I got a moment of transparency, right? You know how I am with social justice and my. I was so mad at Selma because Martin Luther King's last speech. I can't watch it. I cannot watch it. Like it's amazing, but you know that he knew. You know what I'm saying? And basically, his last speech is a farewell speech. He's telling them, hey, one day we're going to get to the mountaintop. I'm not going to be, he's literally saying, I'm not going to get there with you. You know what I'm saying? And he even talks about, he makes a comment and when he's talking about, I've heard about the threats that's going on right now with some of our white brothers and sisters. He was like, but I'm not worried about none of that. I don't fear no man. And then he ends the speech by saying, mine eyes have seen the, you know what I'm saying? I cannot watch that because it kind of makes me, they not supposed to have that in a Selma movie. And I took my wife, I took my wife on a date and they snuck that in towards the end of it. I was getting all emotional. I'm driving home trying to explain while I was getting emotional. It was amazing. It was an amazing movie. I just can't watch that last speech.
And then I'm gonna have to go with number 5. Time for me to get ignorant. American Gangster. Denzel.
No, that was a good biopic.
A good biopic.
That was a good biopic. I mean, and I would have included that too.
It was a good.
So once again, we talk about Malcolm X. We'll talk about Reuben Hurricane Carter. We're talking about American Gang. That's 3. Denzel.
Yeah.
Denzel is Denzel, man. Denzel is Denzel. Sometimes Samuel L. Jackson has that Snoop Dogg effect. Snoop Dogg has been in a lot of movies, but you can't really see him as anything other than Snoop. It don't matter what he's in. He's Snoop. And sometimes Samuel can become the thing, and sometimes it's motherfucking Samuel L. Jackson and everything. So